All right, Mr. Obvious, it's kind of warm out. Let's get wet.
Let's get wet. All right, what's your game plan here?
I'm just gonna blow this sucker up, get us a little wet.
Let's get about 3 feet away. About 3 foot.
Yep. I think it might take it out.
It's all right. Get closer.
See.
Get closer.
Hell no.
Go closer.
Okay.
Going closer.
There you go.
Get
Right.
closer. There you go. There you go. There you go. 3. Oh gosh, I did get wet. Oh man. Wow.
Good time.
Last Minute Man, we are back here today actually from my back deck and we are talking about a shotgun that Mr. Obvious had. I thought it was a really cool looking shotgun. And how do we pronounce his name, Mr. Obvious?
I ain't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
We're still trying to. Franchi, who knows?
I heard one guy, a Spanish fella, call it a Franchi. But we will write it on the screen right there, so you will see. And but yeah, we're gonna call it a Franchi, and that's our hillbilly way of pronouncing it. Please correct us if we're wrong. Yeah. But yeah, this is just a really interesting looking shotgun.
Yeah.
And I saw this in his safe. This belongs to another relative.
Yeah.
And she let us borrow it today.
Yeah. Yeah. So she let us borrow it, and we're gonna do a little video on it. It's chambered in a 12 gauge. So. Yep. Yeah, 2 3/4 inch. Great squirrel gun, rabbit gun, whatever. I guess if you want to shoot a little skeet or trap with it, probably could.
Well, I'll tell you what I really like about this is the first thing I notice is it's very light.
Very light. That's what I like.
Very light, and it's got a very similar action to the A5 Browning, and that's the whole barrel kind of recoils with you. It's neat. I mean, it's just very pretty. Now, as far as dating this one, telling you when it was produced or manufactured, it's kind of muddy, the waters are with this, from what I can tell. The company was sold twice in the 90s, and I think Beretta currently owns them. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's just doing a little bit of searching on the Google, and that's what I found. But guys kind of have different methods of dating them. I don't know if any of them are correct. I'm not sure. Other ones that I've seen like this, guys were saying they were from the 1960s. I don't know. This one's in awful good shape.
Yeah.
And I know she purchased this at a gun shop or a pawn shop.
Yeah, I don't know where they've had it for years, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is just a beautiful shotgun. The woodwork on it's very pretty. I would say it's probably walnut, and just goodness, it's lightweight.
Yeah, it's light.
You know, but it holds 3 shots, and this was actually really interesting. I thought when you're loading it, it'll only load 2.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't let me work one into the bolt. Now explain that.
That's the way they got it set up, I guess. But I guess as the barrel recoils back, it'll release another shell go into the chamber. So
you've got to actually load your 3rd shot in by hand into the chamber, close it, and when you fire, it begins to feed and cycle. But I thought that was really interesting. I guess that's a good way to make sure you're not carrying 3 plus 1.
Charles Daly, I think that semi-automatic 20 gauge Charles Daly I got loads the same way.
It does.
Yeah. So you have to.
But that's interesting. It's neat. I guess that's kind of a safety. That's the only reason I would think they'd do that. But to make sure you're not carrying too many rounds. But the engraving work on this is really neat. There are others like this, and I'll be flashing that on the screen here so you can see it up close. But I mean, just Luigi Franchi, made in Italy, and this is a 48 AL. So it's just a neat looking shotgun.
Yeah, and I think it's got a modified barrel on this one. So
yeah, it doesn't have screw-in chokes.
No.
And so, yep. But let's get out here, and we're just going to shoot some water jugs with it, and kind of see how it patterns, and
Yeah, we can't find any clay pigeons around right now to shoot at. I mean, nobody's got any. So.
It was the reverse a month ago. You had clay pigeons, no shot shells. Yeah. Now you got shot shells, no clay pigeons.
Yeah.
You know,
so
go figure.
They don't want to shoot and trap no more, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to take 3 shots, a full magazine, and I'm going to shoot at these water jugs and get closer as I go. My last shot's going to be a high brass number 5. I'm going to show you how this thing loads up. So we got 1, we got 2, and of course 3 won't go in. Whoop. So I'm going to pull the action back, and it locks. So it does not feed around. You can look in there. It is not feeding around, okay? So I got to actually drop around in, okay? Now I'm going to get on target over here. All right, now let's see how she does. And this one should explode pretty good. So let's see, from the furthest to the closest here. Yeah, man.
Could you tell any difference to the high brass?
Yeah. A lot more recoil in that last one. And actually, the whole thing, it was recoiling more than I remembered last time we shot. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it's got a good force.
Yeah.
It's like you just empty on that last jug. It's waiting there. It's in a Coke bottle, so we'll wear her out. All right. Now, Mr. Obvious is going to do all high brass.
I've got 2 steel shots. See what they do.
Are these all number 5s?
These the 5s. Yeah, I think so. 2 number 4 steel shot and 1 number 5.
All right, let's go ahead and load them up.
All right, and there's another way you can load this, kind of reverse of what you done it, Gordon. We can take let's go with a steel shot. You can put it in first,
okay,
and load your other rounds. Or can you? You have to push the button.
Yep.
And load them like that.
All right, now rapid fire at that sucker. Let's see how you do. Woo! Oh man, how's that feel on your shoulder?
You got a jump to it, high brass.
Yeah, man.
It's a squirrel gun.
All right, I think we devastated the bottles. What do you think?
I think so.
And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Well, I thought it was raining there for a minute on that last part. I mean, the vacuum off that shotgun blast going through the jug, it actually come back and water just went all down me.
Brings a whole new meaning to the term making it rain. You know. But anyway, yeah, this shotgun is awesome. I like it. It's really neat. This is something, I don't know, maybe you guys have seen these a lot. I know, you were telling me a lot of people had these in their homes. Online, they were saying that one time these were very popular.
Yeah.
This is the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah. A lot of old mountain folks had them running around down there. They got to be a little bit popular, and they liked them. They used them for squirrel hunting. A lot of them had full choke barrels because you hunting in the mountains down in Kentucky, it's just like them trees are so tall, you needed a good full choke shotgun to get you squirrel. So,
well, I'll tell you, I can see why they were popular. I mean, very lightweight. Again, this is empty, but a very lightweight shotgun. I think they advertise themselves as being the most lightweight semi-auto shotgun made. This thing, lightweight, easy to handle. I mean, it comes right up where you want it, and there's really nothing to not like about this.
Yeah, it's made
I really like it.
Yeah, it's made like the newer Brownings even come out. I think it's a newer A style, something other they call it.
Yeah,
it's got the low profile here, like this gun.
Yeah.
So, Beretta makes them like you said earlier, and that gun, it's just a good smooth design.
It definitely took its cues from the Browning A5 for sure. And I mean, you can watch videos of guys taking these apart. There's all kinds of them on the YouTube. So I mean, it's a really, really handy shotgun. I can see why people loved them. This one was well taken care of. I mean, no rust on the barrel, and that is a steel barrel. The receiver, I think, is aluminum.
Yeah.
Correct. But yeah, just everything about this. Like I said, there's nothing to not like. Recoil wise, on a grown man, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it pushes you.
It's like a Browning A5, the old one. That the barrel, like you was talking earlier, retracts.
Yeah.
You can see it in the action in there. And it gives you a little bit more shove, I think.
It does.
Push to it.
It does. You know, remarkably though, the Browning A5, even though it's a heavier shotgun, seemed, and maybe it's just perception, but it seemed to kick me harder than this lighter weight, and I don't know how they would mitigate that recoil or what's different. And like I said, that could just be perception. I had my Wheaties this morning, so it didn't bother me so bad. But yeah, I mean, it kicks like you would expect a shotgun to kick, you know. So it's not like, of course, we didn't shoot magnums out of this, and I don't believe this is chambered for magnums.
No, it's 2 3/4 only.
Yeah, 2 3/4 only. But yeah, I mean, just just a dandy. Beautiful shotgun, and it functions very well. Yeah. I mean, you saw we went from low brass to high brass. It was cycling everything fine. Yeah, everything. I mean, I'm impressed with it. It is sweet, sweet, sweet. Is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, I wished it was mine.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah. Well, that's like it is with every gun we do here. I mean, I haven't reviewed a gun yet that I didn't want to own. You know, they're all, it's like a kid in a candy store, you know. This thing is a sweet shotgun. Thanks for coming along with us today on this beautiful Saturday morning where we got out here and just shot a little. And we did this one from my back porch, and I'm thinking about setting up some targets through here, and that way we don't have to lay in the mud. It's been an awesome experience. Thanks, guys, for everything you do for us, watching the videos. We really appreciate it. And with that, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man. Hit that bell button so you know when the new video comes up.
Yep.